Wow. 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 So this scenario that I've been discussing with you for the last few days, along with Jason, playing out in real time right now. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is yeah. Yeah, I mean, you kind of, there's a bounce.
Yeah.
Like, at least this is no, this is slaughter. Getting chopped up. We're just the people that are going short on today's scenario are printing chopped.
Okay, I'm just checking this is working 1 minute.
Okay, so if this follows through, that 4K 82 to 84K supply. This is a heavy action here. So that move, I'm not saying I regret not taking the trade, but that move so yielded 1.42, 2% on the Bitcoin move down. My plan was to go in with 50x on that one. 62, 70% win at this stage on a heavy margin. So yeah, I'm happy to wait to take this all the way down to 84,000 if it goes.
Okay, everything's checked. It should be working. I've checked off another device, so we're now live. We've been live all this time, but now people have the link. So welcome everyone to Crypto Coffee Club. We have Tip on the stream with us from the Stonksy community. He's in Stonksy Radio a lot. We've had many chats together at all hours, so it'd be good to do a live stream format where you can see how we enter trades, how we scan the charts, and also have a record of it. So if you miss it, everybody's on different time zones, people are working. So we'll leave this live stream up so people can see our thinking behind our entries, etc. So yeah, we'll keep it super casual. We're just gonna be scanning through the charts, looking for entries, discussing developments, and any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat.
We could potentially see a bounce coming up soon, Coffee. We'll see what happens. I'm not too confident. I think it'll be a short-lived bounce. See, that whole key level was at 98,300. It just didn't even reach it. Oh.
Okay, let's see.
This move's accelerating. It's not really. Oh no, it's got a little bit of fight.
So it's going to scan down from the 4 hourly
yeah.
chart on Bitcoin.
we're live on YouTube now, guys. If you did want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So over the past couple of hours, we bounced quite nicely off the 61.8 fib level, and we're not yet retesting it, which is nice. Which is, like we said before, we're scraping, clutching at
you know,
straws,
also
but it's looking okay.
a little bit interesting is the 1 hour hasn't broken into a very straight.
No, and I've got the hourly time frame on my screen now, and again, you can see even more clearly that we bounced right off the 61.8, bounced off it again, and we've not been back since for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 10 hours, which isn't terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is when altcoins getting flushed.
Yeah, I've just moved the fib levels on the screen there, so you can see on the hourly a bit more clearly. We bounced nearly to the 78.6 level with the hourly candles. Nearly didn't quite touch it, but tested that golden pocket area twice, but wicked right back out of it above the 61.8. And yet to retest it, which is good. I'm just seeing if there's like a little trend line here with not really. Yeah, maybe could be argued there's a little upwards trend line of lows being respected, but it's too early to say, in my opinion.
Like I was discussing with Jace earlier as well, that the 4 hour bullish structure.
Let me see.
Because we've got the 4 hour candle close, and if it holds inside the box, we are on a bearish upswing on the 4 hour. Bullish upswing. Potentially. I don't get too carried away. It's at 98,300. If we can't get through and we push back to 98,300 and fail, and hypothetically take that to 84,000.
Interesting. I go down, had a look at the hourly, 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, seeing it play out as well, the pretty strong bearish divergence, like price coming up here.
Yeah, and Stonksy definitely
momentum down, and you can see, like, I'll go back to market open now. So this bearish divergence is playing out on pretty much all the lower time frames, but if we look at the 1 minute at market open US, it was just flawless. So where was that? 2:30. Yeah, look, here we go. So I'll get this a bit more in view. Yeah, so look, here's 2:30 market open. So we had that high just before market open. There we go. Stonksy, market cipher B, massive bearish divergence. So price coming high, momentum going down, as you can see there. And then Stonksy just goes red on this candle, and you ride it down right to the next level of you can have a few take profits there. Take profit 1 at this key level, take profit 2 perfectly at that next key level on Stonksy. It was absolutely flawless for market open. It's a shame we were faffing around trying to set up this stream and not trading, but you cannot knock it.
I was always going to wait for third.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. You did say that, to be fair. And then, again, look, like the drop down just now that Stonksy's caught again. So I know that was a lower high still, but it wasn't quite a bearish divergence this time for the next drop, which I like to look out for, that divergence, but still Stonksy definitely caught it. Going red there, and you're still riding that down, and it just shows how good these support resistance lines can be used for take profit levels. So like when I always used to draw these myself and have them as little take profits, like 10% here, 20% here, when it's a big level, I'd take out more. But this is kind of taking the work out for us now, which is really good. And the fact that it's just a new update that's, you know, quite new, it's already working really well. Like, it saved a lot of time to do this.
Yeah,
Look how well these levels are being respected.
I found it beneficial.
Yeah.
Now, just on a side note, on the scanning side of things, the American Pie basket of coins are getting absolutely. XRP is getting absolutely.
XRP, let's have a look.
XLM is getting. What else is getting rinsed as well? All the American basket, I think. I assume Cardano. No, Cardano's not too bad, but XRP is getting.
Yeah, that's painful. Stonksy smashed it on the 3-minute again.
Yeah. So this is or was it? This is buy the rumor, sell the news. So suggest that this is sort of, if XRP really tanks, going to reaccumulate for the
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think a lot of this is manipulation to flush out retailers. We're seeing everywhere, you know, ETFs, governments. Russia's announced it. The US has announced it a while ago, wanting strategic reserves. It's like when we had the call before, I was saying there's no way all of this big money that has the power to absolutely devastate this market. It's a tiny market cap compared to, you know, most sectors. Are they going to just come in and average buy in? Or are they going to think, I want a strategic reserve for my PLC or for my government? Like, I can just simply nuke the price and buy in and flush out all these retail investors, buy at the level I want to, and bring it right back up.
It depends on where. A lot of that depends on where the dark pool is. All road Mt. Gox Bitcoins moved hands, $100,000. Depends on where the rest of the dark pool Bitcoin is.
Interesting on XRP, as you mentioned it. On the 3-minute, look at that bullish divergence playing out. I mean, it's, you know, we're talking falling knife territory here with the markets, but it's probably safer to be looking for shorts. But it's not completed yet, so it could be invalidated. But it looks like one could be forming.
Okay, Bitcoin's gaining some steam.
Interesting. So maybe if Bitcoin does get the steam, we could be looking at, you know, a cheeky long on one of the alts where we'll get, you know, a reward.
Yeah, no, to the downside.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, there's no bullish divergence on Bitcoin there. That's just tanking. Stonksy's holding green on the 3-minute. You know, again, look at this level, like bold level, a lot of price action happened around it. Good place to take some of your profits out, but it's, you know, it's broken through it. Let's see how it plays out. So we've got on the 3-minute, there's this next key level here. Maybe price will just attract to that. It's hard to take the short now because so much of the run has already been done. So you're at high risk entry now.
I wouldn't take it.
No.
Because we are.
Yeah, I think we'll bounce near because look on the 1-minute. So again, I don't know. But look at this key level here on Stonksy. Price is coming down to it. What could be interesting is we get that lower low like this, and then look at how Cypher B momentum is playing, where we could get, you know, slightly bullish, and then
this little push down coincided, like I was saying a bit earlier, Moscow closing. Right, so that's a significant market sold off at the end of session. Push there.
Yeah.
So the next market is Frankfurt. Then at the end, London doesn't tend to sell off that heavily, but Moscow has been selling.
Yeah, interesting.
So whoever's selling XRP, well done. You're going to get a good price again. Would you mind sharing the total 3 on your screen, the altcoin market cap?
How do I find that?
I think it's just called total 3.
This one on my screen now?
Yeah.
excluding B2C and ETH, yeah. There we go.
So it's moving down. You couldn't even catch
I mean,
it.
probably on the 3, did it? Yeah, I caught it on the 3 minute.
Okay.
Trust the old Stonksy. Yeah, wow. That's there's potential for divergence. I don't know how valid these things are with a crypto cap.
We just broke structure on Bitcoin on the downside.
Yeah, this is one of those days where you just listen to Stonksy at the start, look at those bearish divergences, and it was the right move. Just sit back and watch. I mean, I don't know if there's any point looking at the alts because they're just going to be tanking as well.
Yeah. The exchanges are heavily.
Yeah. Well, that makes me think, if the exchanges are heavily short, there's a load of retail being short. Are we going to see a bounce? I look at that watch list on my screen now. It's just absolute oblivion, all of it, barring 1 or 2 alts. Just checking the comments now. 1 second. Tip. Stephen UK saying can hear us now. That's good to hear. Thank you. The top indicator. Okay, the indicator at the bottom is market cipher B, but I know the Stonksy team are working on a upgrade or an update, sorry, where they'll have a similar indicator at the bottom. So it makes sense to wait for that because you do have to pay extra to go and get market cipher. And it's going to be an update with Stonksy anyway, so I guess it would make sense to wait for that. I'm looking forward to it anyway, but I've found it really useful. It'll be nice for it all to be in one indicator and maybe even more reliable if they're working hand in hand, developed hand in hand as well. But using that lower oscillator or momentum wave, whatever you want to call it, to find those divergences, bullish or bearish, it's been really powerful. But I don't know if I covered it before, but you can just see it playing out really well at market open. Yeah, I think I did cover it actually. I'll just touch on it again. It was absolutely flawless. So here was the market open. We had price coming up from.
Yeah, sorry, I just saw from on the chat there. I wouldn't put all my eggs in the basket on Stonksy going green on the XRP because it might be a bounce. So if you're happy just to take a quick short win, Stonksy gets it right all the time. So, but just always caution when you're in a dead cat. I was still in a falling knife situation, but coming to the market, it is closed and it did pull back up. So we've got a bit of Moscow close. S&P is absolutely raging to the upside. So next we've got Frankfurt, Zurich, London. That'll all close at the same time, which is in about 15 minutes. Is that?
I think so. So yeah, I'm looking at XRP now. It's a good move to make a long if you did when that divergence played out. But yeah, proceed with caution. If I was in this trade again, not financial advice, do not listen to anything I do. I buy something called Dogecoin and think it's smart. But if I was in this trade and I was long, I'd be looking at take profit points at key levels of support and resistance, which I'd usually draw myself, but Stonksy's showing them now. All along those, that'd be my take profit points if I was in a trade, but I'm not.
Is that a 3 minute?
So I'm on the 1 minute XRP now. I'll jump over to the 3 minute to see what's going on. But yeah, just you can see price coming down and see why they may have entered. Slight bullish divergence there on the 1 minute, but again, we're in a tanking market. These divergences don't play out amazingly well, as I learned yesterday. Much stronger divergence taking place on the 3 minute now. I mean, Stonksy's not gone green yet on the 1 or the 3 minute. I can see he's waiting for Stonksy to go green on the 3 minute. Okay. Yeah, could be a little bounce trade. Could be. I'd be tempted myself. I'm not sure if I'll take it yet. Yeah, this watch list is hilariously red. Let's have a look at Bitcoin again. So,
I'm waiting for the for to close.
Mhm.
I think is the European session closed as well. Should establish the direction, and I'd be more open to putting in a trade.
And are you looking for an entry on Bitcoin right now?
Sorry, I missed.
Are you looking for an entry on Bitcoin specifically, or are you looking at some of the alts maybe?
I mean, that XRP does
It
look
does.
interesting.
It does. Like, if Bitcoin bounces, that could be a higher risk, high reward trade going in for XRP. So Bitcoin looks like it's going to be testing this other level now, and this is a 61.8. Let me zoom out a little bit, which are drawn a while back now. So it's a key level.
And I've been watching a bit today as well.
Okay.
And H bar. So H bar's getting a rinsing. So that's another one of those American bars absolutely rinsed.
Okay.
So this is institutional seller. This isn't retail.
Yeah. Have a look at H bar now. I'll zoom out to the 4 hour. Yeah, interesting.
To Bitcoin finishing that wick from today, which is 90,000.
Just scanning through the time frames.
Wow, this is accelerating downside. This is huge.
Yeah.
This is exciting. This is so exciting. Oh wow.
Yeah, there's no.
But just in regards to the discussions I've been having with you, where the liquidity is dragging Bitcoin over the last few days, and it's playing out in real time yesterday and today.
Yeah. Here it is. We've had a mini divergence, mini bullish one on Hedera, but again, I don't know how much weight to put in that when things are dropping so hard. You know, it'd be interesting seeing which tokens are up and seeing if there's big bearish divergences playing out. Like CRV is still up 4%. Let me see.
CRV's been holding up pretty well.
It's actually got a bullish divergence, not even a bearish one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's mad. Yeah, price much lower low, momentum way up. Well, that's weird. Virtuals, let's see. Yeah, just holding short, but no bearish divergences to enter at the moment with. Stonksy's obviously holding red. Nailed that one again.
Oof.
Look at that. So my favorite strategy played out really well here in the bearish direction with using Stonksy, key levels, and divergence. So price makes a higher high at that key level there, which Stonksy's highlighted as a really important one. Then momentum going down, bearish divergence, wait for Stonksy to go red. Yeah, had a few chances here. It went in, thought about it, went in again. And it's just got a really nice run down. Let's see, of course, on the last one. There's the key level as well. It's telling you to exit out. This is phenomenal. 6.17% move. Could have caught there with virtual on that short, and that was Yeah, not long ago at all. Yeah, fantastic. What an indicator on.
So big dominance is racing again to the upside. Oh, XRP is getting absolutely toasted.
Let me jump back on that now. Let's see. No, look at the Bybit one. XRP. Damn, yeah. So Jason Payne says 4 hour and 1 hour coming to a very bearish close. That'd be on
Agree there, mate.
Bitcoin, I imagine. Probably everything actually. Yeah, it's not looking pleasant unless you're in shorts. If you listen to Stonksy, you'd be in shorts. So you're doing very, very well if you have been clinical with it. Looking at your key levels, waiting for that divergence, or not. You don't even need to wait for it. A key level in Stonksy. Going short has been enough today. Just keeping it really simple. Yeah, that's XRP's looking brutal. Fighting with a key level there now. On the 1 minute.
Okay, Pepe is tending to the downside.
Wow, yeah, 12% down. Let's look at Pepe. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's not looking good. Stonksy's caught it again on the 3 minute. And again, look at that. It's just, it's so easy to say, oh, look how easy it is in hindsight, but look at that price high, another high. So real jump up in price. Go to the same point. Look at the divergence. It's significant bearish divergence. And then you wait. Okay, you found the divergence here. You're on this candle. Stonksy is not telling you to do anything. It's neutral. It goes short here. It thinks about it. It goes long, puts you a bit offside on this candle. So you can either be bold and hold, or you stop out for a small loss, break even. Then it goes short again here. So it gives you another chance to go short, and it doesn't even go offside on this trade on the 3 minute. Well, actually, maybe in the 1 minute intervals it does. But yeah, it gave you the chance to go in again. And what's this measured move now? So say you entered here at the close of this candle. So what's that? So currently, here we go. Oh, pretty much an 8% move. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So earlier this morning on the Asian bounce, I made about $150 H bar and about $200 in pay and sold the turn. I was more than happy to have a small win, 22% win on H bar and a 30% win on Pepe. Just wanted to get after yesterday.
Yeah.
But basically, I basically got out of that on its way down today, which is good. That was due to Stonksy.
Yeah, it can be an absolute machine, can't it? If you're just using it, taking your emotions out of it. Like we said a few times now, I'm guilty of it. I really don't like to short in a bull market. Like we're still in one, I believe. But you take your emotions out of it, and if you think, okay, these aren't my spot holdings, these are trades. Just look at what the market's telling you in that immediate time frame, and listen to Stonksy, and you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. So I mean, when I was breaking down the weekly, to invalidate the bull market, we'd have to go below 49,700.
Okay, well, I don't want to be too close to that because that'll make me sad being that low.
Yeah. And that would take us right to the bloodbath we saw on August the 5th.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be nice. Okay, on Pepe. Well, so Stonksy nearly agrees with the line that I drew out. So that bold yellow line is one I've had drawn on Pepe for a long time. So that makes me feel okay. But, and I'm doing something almost right. So Stonksy's got another key level there just below it. So it looks like Pepe's, tanking down to that. Wow, what a shot that was to catch. What a shot. And there's no signs of bullish divergence on the lower time frames from Pepe. So if I was in this short, I'd be really happy to keep on holding. Stonksy's holding red. There's no bullish divergences for signs of reversal. You've already taken profit, I assume, on these key levels. So really nice trade to be in. I think tomorrow, if things continue like this, just going to be obviously seeing how Bitcoin's looking, but that bearish divergence was playing out on Bitcoin perfectly at US opening today. Tomorrow I'll just be looking for that. And similarly in the alts, doing setting up a few trades ready for the open. In a couple of hours, we may see a little reversal here, price come up, and those bearish divergences could form again. And
we might actually see a bounce in 2 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Two.
Okay.
2 minutes, yeah.
So I'll just go back to Bitcoin, see what's happening on the 3 minutes. So yeah, look at this key level. They're really good, aren't they? Like it's respected it. So we came below it, retested it, and rejected again. Pretty much.
Whoa. H bar and XRP are accelerating. Whoa.
Goodness, let me take a quick look. Oh my gosh, there we go. It's hit that key level we were talking about before with XRP. It's there now. Showing a slight bullish divergence now. Very slight on the 3 minute, but Stonksy is not green. It's holding the 3 minute short. Yeah, this is insane.
Well, on the flip, when we do bounce, it's going to be a lot of.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It'll be close your eyes.
Yeah, literally. Get Stonksy going green for you, best possible entry, and then letting it ride. Yeah, I think this is. I know I'm going to think this because I'm a permeable. But I think this is literally institutions want in. Governments are saying they want strategic reserves. Like they can flush out retail when they want to, and I think they're doing just that to get these entries in. We've got to remember the inaugurations in Jan. Trump wants that strategic reserve.
Watch this. The 4 hour candle just closed.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go back to the 4 hour Bitcoin. Right on the 61.8. Look at that. Interesting. So, we broke below it actually. So we're in a golden pocket between 78.6, 61.8.
Oh my goodness, is raging. And total 3 is just fallen through support. So the 4 hour candle is and kept on pushing down to the next candle. This is huge.
So Jason Payne says he's been using Stonksy 1 minute signals in the direction of the previous 1 hour candle. That's interesting.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
So direction of the previous 1 hour candle. So this is a red candle, so it's down. So he's been going over to the 1 minute and looking for Stonksy. So about an hour ago, 3. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so you would have waited. You might have been. So I'll say that closed here at 3. Sure, yeah, you've hit a nice shot there with Bitcoin with that tactic anyway, with that strategy. That's a pretty interesting one, Jason. I'm gonna be looking at that more often.
Wowzers. Okay. This is. Yeah, okay. Wild.
Yeah.
because that big wick on the 100,000 actually flush out the alts because the alts just brought it back up. But the last 2 days have been an intense flush out of the alts. So we're seeing a bounce in CRV if you want to have a quick look at that.
Yeah, that's on my. Oh, I can't. I'm getting upset looking at my watch list. It's awful. Here's some green CRV. This will give us some hope. So 3 minute. CRV on Bybit. I'm going to see if the perpetual chart on Bybit's a bit more. Yeah, here we go.
Here comes the bounce now. There's a delayed bounce.
Seeing Stonksy telling us to jump in anywhere. Yeah, Stonksy's flashing green on the 1 minute. Interestingly, now above a key level and looks like we may close over the 20 moving average. So I'd long here if the market wasn't in oblivion. It just feels odd.
Yeah,
long.
I'm thinking about doing a starter position on CRV there because that's an intense bounce.
It is indeed.
1 minute, 3 minutes.
And it's showing strength for some reason. Like it's up to now.
Yeah, and CRV is holding green on the 4 hour for the whole run up. Except relief as well.
Yeah, CRV's looking. Yeah, we're holding
So
green, holding it.
This is looking like a short.
That's what I'm thinking. Before I said maybe we'll see a bit of a bounce up and then some bearish divergences forming, and Stonksy going red. That could be a nice entry point. See, literally up until yesterday, I'd have been looking for longs now, like looking for these bullish divergence to be forming. Stonksy to go green on the 1 minute, but maybe follow the market and wait for those bounces. Maybe you'll catch them on a little scalp, but it might be easier catching these short trades after they've had a run up.
I think you're going to get direction out of the short strike. What I'm doing is I'm watching that swing pattern failure on the 15 minute.
Let me go back. Say that again, what you're looking at here on the Bitcoin 15 minute.
Yeah, so the 15 to the upside, the 15 minute fails, it's a short.
Interesting.
And so that short would have been that whole move on the 15 minute. So at the moment we're rotating back up on the 15. So we'll see how far that one goes.
Yeah. Jason Payne is saying there's some decent volume on that bounce on Bitcoin. Won't be going long now with bearish candle closes on the 1 hour and 4 hour. Yeah, it's hard to long in this market. Sure.
Definitely be waiting for shorts on this
one. Yeah, maybe if we went I'll look at the lower time frames in a minute, but if we formed I don't know, a high, then a slightly higher high over this key level here, and had a big, bearish divergence in momentum, then Stonksy going red, that could be nice. If that something like that could play out. I mean, I'd much rather it just God candle up and put us out of this market. But yeah, if you're looking for short entries, that could be an interesting one. I'll look at the lower time frames now.
Oh, okay. The Eurozone hasn't closed yet, so it must closed in 12:30 or something anyway. So at the moment we're being dragged around by it's not Wall Street, it's actually flat. S&P's on the day, so that's not where it's all your bloody London selling you Bitcoin.
Say that again, sorry.
All the Londoners selling their profit Bitcoin over the last little.
Yeah, looks like it.
I found support across a lot of alt.
I mean, if you do catch the bounce with these alts, my goodness, that'll be some trade.
Yeah, so the XRP long did a sorry. No, it wasn't. It was did a 33% bounce back in 45 minutes.
When was that? Oh wow!
After that massive cut. And XRP did something like a 20 bounce out of that time.
Yeah.
So anyone that caught that wick, printed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is racing again. Wow. This is wild. I like it. I love it. I love this stuff. Back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions or anything they'd like us to look at, or please fire a question in the chat. Yeah, it's just a super chill stream, just looking at basically me and Tip. We have these calls all the time, and we thought let's just start live streaming them so people can join in, but also we can leave them up on YouTube so anybody that missed it can watch back over them and get an idea of how we're looking for trades. I'm not saying copy us at all. Find your own strategy. I always just like to see how other people trade, what their strategies are, and pick up ideas from that. That's literally all I've ever done. I'm not a master trader that's devised my own strategy. I've looked at strategies that I like from different traders and botched them together and come up with my own. And I always wasn't a very successful trader even with that strategy. It was only when I got Stonksy, because my main issue was finding the right entry. I'd see a divergence at a key level, which I do now, that I'd enter straight away as soon as I saw the divergence play out. But now the beauty of it is I can wait till Stonksy tells me to go long on those much lower time frames than the 1 minute and the 3 minute. And that gives me conviction to enter, and I've had a much better win rate now. Super happy with it. We'll be looking forward to that update as well, where we'll be able to see these momentum waves or something similar. I'm not too sure exactly how, but I know Dave was saying in the chat before it's going to be similar to Market Cipher B. Yeah, and if we have that in the indicator and it's working alongside Stonksy, I think it'll be an absolute machine.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so on the 1 minute Bitcoin. So Stonksy closed the short.
Okay.
Well, not on the 3 minute actually. Hasn't on the 3 minute. It's not looking amazing. Could these levels being respected as well? The Stonksy's drawn out. Look at that. 2 bounces off it. Really cool.
Well, you see that just then that push down?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, as the ever permeable, I'm seeing a bounce off this key level. Did price go a little lower? Let me see. It's hard to tell. It could be a mini bullish divergence playing out if Stonksy goes green. It has closed the short on the 1 minute, but it is holding it on the 3. So, been a down day, but if I wasn't having stream issues before, would most likely have been in a couple of shorts now. Probably some profits taken, just using that basic divergence key level and Stonksy entry strategy. So really interesting. I'm not seeing any entries as we speak. Not to say there isn't any. I'll definitely, most likely miss quite a few. Can't see any that I'd be comfortable taking right now.
From the looks of things, we're going to have a few days to practice that strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I think today will be interesting. Like we said, if we see a semi-significant bounce, maybe you could catch it in a scalp long. But waiting for that after that bounce has happened, that bearish divergence to play out, Stonksy to go short again, you could catch another big run down maybe.
So we get a 15-minute rotation to the upside. It's struggling though. The 1 hour is still steepening on the way down. So we got 13. So, man, do the Europeans ever close? It's such a T. They must close at 12:30 in 2 minutes. But that was interesting. That Moscow sell-off was the biggest sell-off.
Indeed. Oh, Stonksy still red on the still green on the 10 minutes. Interesting.
The 1 minute Bitcoin's just fought through the 21.
Yeah, I've got the 20 on mine. So to me, you know what? I should be long really because look, I can't tell if that's a lower low or not because if it is, that's oops, sorry about that. That could be a really nice thing that I look for. So if that is a lower low, I cannot tell. I'm going to really zoom in. I might check on another device. But let's say it is a lower low. There's your bullish divergence. And, you know, I've said this in a few of my videos. Stonksy going green, close above that 20 MA. That you see there could be a nice entry. Things that make me reserved to take it are right under a key level of what could be resistance, and we're in a market that's absolutely.
Stonksy just went on the 3 minute as well.
Okay, so it's just flashed off it.
Flash rate.
It's thinking about it though.
Yeah.
It may do so on the following candle. I'm trying to see if that's a lower low on the 1 minute. Excuse the zooming in. I just want to know because it could be a nice entry for a little scalp. You know, when was it? I can just check the low. 5, 6,
We've had time on the 15-minute XRP.
Okay.
With monstrous volume coming in. It's going to take a small long on XRP.
Yeah. I do want to take a mini long on Bitcoin if this candle doesn't go red.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not happy. Careful because the 1 minute on Bitcoin is now showing red, so XRP may.
That's right. Red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as Stonksy went red, I cancelled that trade.
Yeah. It would have been a nice one if it had held green. So you see, because of this.
But it is forming. It is forming kind of support for the first time since the rinsing began.
Yeah. And look at it, like I've not drawn this line on my screen, like Stonksy's drawn this, and it's respected it twice here pretty perfectly, which is so good because a lot of people were asking. I say a lot of the 1 or 2 people that watch my videos. There was a few of them asking, how do you draw on these levels of support and resistance? And I meant to get a video up to show how I did them, but don't need to now. Just use the Stonksy do it for you. It's probably going to do a way better job than you can.
Person for that would be to, on a technical level, willing to come on and show us how he does.
Yeah.
They're quite good.
Yeah. Just looking at the chat now. So let's see. Stonksy is great for taking emotions out of trading and allowing your technical analysis to shine. Exactly, Jason. That's what me and Tip were saying before. We're always like, look, we don't want to go short in a bull market, but that's no way to trade, I don't think. If we just listened to the indicators yesterday, today, it would have been the right moves to short when it's telling you.
Okay, so you see virtual, it's been holding green on the 15 for quite some time.
Let's see. 15 minute. Yeah. It has. It has. Let's see the other time frames. Look at the hourly, just out of interest quickly. So this 38.2 level from before. No, I need to redraw those fibs, I think. 30 minutes. Money flows came into the positive on virtual on the half-hour time frame.
Yeah, so right now you just have to wait till Eurozone closes for direction right now. I mean, we don't have to wait.
Yeah.
This will,
yeah, it's hard. I feel like it's in a bit of limbo now. Similar to how it was yesterday, and I was getting really a little stressed with it. Like, where's the entry? Where's the entry? And I found it a bit stressful.
I just took a piece out of.
Took a trade on Pepe. Let me see.
I'm reading to 21.
Where are we going? Pepe. You took a long there. Was that? See, that was a great. Let me see. Close. Was it a close over the 20 or 21, and it holding green on the 1 minute? Was that you thinking?
It's. I'm actually on a 3 minute on Pepe. I'll have a look at the 1 minute.
So you got a minute and a half left on what? I'm on the Binance chart here. Is it doing the same thing? It's still, we're on the first green for Pepe on the 3 minute candle. It's still in that. It's waiting to confirm it. It's Stonksy's long.
I think it's slightly different. It's slightly different. Yeah. Because to the 21 went, and then it did a bullish engulfing on the 1 minute, and that's probably where I entered. We've got the 21 really.
Yeah, Pepe's looking good. I didn't see the usual bullish divergence I'd like to enter on, but ignoring that, it's not, not every entry has that. It's looking good for a little bounce.
Yeah, the 3 minute just went green as well.
Yeah.
It's going into the 21 now. If it rejects the 21, I'll do the trade.
Were you thinking a short here if it rejects this? Because I've got the 20 here, not the 21.
No. I'll just,
okay, I see.
H-bar flash green on 3 minute.
H-bar, check it out. It's looking interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so just slight reaction on the 21, but not enough to close it.
Yeah, I mean, on the 1 minute, it's looking quite strong. Maybe it could just be a nice scalp from here up to that next key level. That's pretty bold there by Stonksy.
I've been doing a lot of my entries on the 3 minute. I find I am in choppy conditions. The 1 minute can get into a bit of front running.
Yeah, it's interesting actually, because we were looking before. I can't remember which pair it was on now. It's probably on a lot of them. The 1 minute hadn't gone short on Stonksy for the big drop, but then the 3 minute had, and it caught, almost the entirety of the run. So I think I don't.
Here's a little interesting little spot on the 3 minute on total 3. It's just on Stonksy. Bitcoin dominance is coming down. The DXY is coming down. So we've been session slight.
Yeah. I'm just on it now and look at money flow here, curving up quite nicely on the market side for B. Stonksy's green.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame anyone for taking the XRP either, but I'd be ready to pay if it turns.
Yeah. Just check the chat quickly. Crypto, yo. Hello, Crypto.
Pepe's just 3 minutes.
Go to Pepe.
Okay, that's making money now. That's making money. I like making money.
Yeah, it was a nice trade. And looking at these levels here, yeah, I think you may be good up to that. You can see, well, you'll see it on Stonksy in the 1 minute, that key level there. There's nothing to say it's stopping yet. Money flows coming up quite nicely.
Yeah.
Yes, let's see. Hopefully it gone candles and sends the market. Pardon?
With the 21 hasn't rejected this battling.
Yeah, it is on the 3 minute for Pepe battling it.
Total 3 is battling with the 21 as well in the 3 minute. Money on this Pepe trade.
So Panda Tofu. So hey Krypton, how you doing? Panda Tofu said XRP turning a bit green on the 1 minute. Yeah, it has been. Hopefully it continues to play out. Dave Cook, CCC and Tip, do you have a routine for the start of your trading day, as in S&R trends, markets from your experience? Dave, I do, but I think Tip's approach is really interesting. I'm still trying to learn more about it. But Tip, do you want to go through, how you frame the start of the day when you look at your quad rotation, etc.? I'm a complete novice in it, so I daren't try and explain it, but I want to learn about it. I think it's, from my conversations with you, I think it's helped you bring hilarious returns using that in combination with Stonksy. So I think your answer here would be a bit more interesting than mine.
Yeah, I guess the approach is to always understand what Bitcoin's doing. It's the very first thing I do. So I've got time frames that run 24 hours a day, which might seem wasteful, but a computer is powerful but highly efficient. So I'll watch 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 3 minutes constantly. And then when I start the day, I look at the weekly, 3-day, and the daily with my stochastic rotation. Fair feel for where Bitcoin is. So knowing where Bitcoin is the most important thing out of everything. And the next thing I do from this, I'll go my volume scan. I'm using a tool called Crypto Bubbles, and I'm charts or coins or whatever that have had volume. So, for example, if I watch the falling volume and the volume side, if I see a coin that's been at the top of the list all of a sudden in the list, it's likely to be. And if I'm looking at and that's at the bottom of the list and top, it's likely. And so momentum traders, so looking for 20, 30, 40% moves on a chart, 10%. But basically when it does that, it means there's open and then the open interest disappears. So vice versa, you get huge pushes in either direction. At this point, I look at the things that have moved the most, and then I just focus on that. So I used to think that if you went top of a move, it's stupid. But when you've got those factors in play, sometimes go like Pepe last night, I aborted a trade in slight profit, and it just took off once I bought it because I thought them sold range. I closed it, took off. Similarly, range, just when you think that it's going to bounce, they can have a relief bounce later on down. So basically, my technique is don't get married to anything. That's a summary.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool way. I'm not fully well versed in it yet. It's something I'm trying to learn. Your approach to it, where for everyone listening, I speak to Tip every day, pretty much, and I'm asking him what's his setup like, where are things going by the look of it from the quad rotation, and that gives you a kind of sentiment for the direction of the market. Sorry, one sec. Tip's just rejoined. There you go. Yeah, that gives.
Sorry.
I was just saying, Tip, that it was really cool to hear that summary of your strategy, because we speak together pretty much every day now, and I always like to hear, your update on what the quad rotation's looking like, the direction you're thinking it's going, and it nails it nearly every day.
Sorry, copy. To show you I'm closing the Pepe trade. Broke down onto the 21.
Pepe trade, yeah.
3 minute.
3 minute. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, makes sense. On the one, although if you look at the 1 minute, I'm not saying stay in it. The 1 minute's holding the 20 line quite nicely. It's rejected.
Well, the main reason I closed it is because Bitcoin, as I said on those 5 different time frames, Bitcoin and took a bit of a dive.
Yeah,
it's more important. I know what Bitcoin's doing.
The market follows it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the right move to jump out. Yeah.
Who was it that asked that?
It was Dave Cook. Asking about your routine for the start of the day. I like, I have my own. It's more simplified, but I'm definitely taking the time now to learn the quad rotation, because I think that gives you a really clear picture of how the day is likely to pan out. This is purely anecdotal for everyone listening, but every time I've spoken to Tip, and he said the quad rotation is making me think that we're going to go this way, he's not been wrong yet. So combining that with Stonksy, that's why he's had the returns he's had. It's up to him whether he wants to share the percentage he's gained, but it's eye-watering. So I think for me, it's something I need to learn, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully Tip can be patient enough to answer all my questions on it and teach me it, because I think I need to add it to my roster of tools.
I think the thing about it is that I won't be able. You don't really teach something like that. It's organic. So as similar to Stonksy, right? Actually, it sort of becomes a part of you, and the quad is like that. It becomes a part of you. So I can see bends in certain time frames, and it just gives things are about to change. I think I was saying to you that I was watching an hour on Bitcoin before it started its run up. There was a slight bend in wave 3, and I was in a trade that was long on Bitcoin. That trade basically instantly went short, and that played out in Bitcoin 2.5% dump just on that bend. So it's mainly organic. Once you sort of it's momentum waves, right? Because we're both momentum traders. When you see momentum change, in tune with that. Okay, back to the downside. Oh goodness, XRP rinsing. I got out of that Pepe trade, right?
Yeah, just checking the chat quickly. Well, there goes my XRP position again, Panda Tofu. Yeah, hopefully you had a tight stop on that or closing a profit. Yeah, it's a hard market to trade in, so just keep your stops. Well, again, don't listen to me. Keep your stops tight.
Okay, guys. Okay, so that was perfect playing out in real time. That was European session closing, right?
Yeah, there we go.
This is post-market selling.
Oh, tip. In the chat, Kaz has asked, is there a video on that? I assume they mean the quad rotation. Maybe what could be cool is we could do it as a live. Again, maybe some point this week or next. We can go through it. I can be the dumb student, and I'll ask all the questions, and then anyone can ask questions in the chat, and hopefully everybody gets a better understanding of it. And then it'd be cool to see how that ties in with using Stonksy as the entry. Or if there's other videos that you recommend, maybe link them in the chat. I think it could be quite cool to do a video on that, actually, the quad rotation and combining it with Stonksy. I think I'd find that interesting for me to watch. So I think everybody else might as well.
I find I've got a fairly decent handle on being able to articulate what it's like. It's a good 3 years to get a handle on it. But my background in team leading and management and education, I find I can articulate the process. So just to know, like, I was like above break-even trader using this system, probably 53 to 55% win rate with horrible and small wins, and coming in has fixed the biggest problem in my system, which is front-running entries. So the amount of time Stonksy is phenomenal, and so if anyone's struggling with Stonksy, I'm like honestly shocked.
Yeah, similar story for me. I was not a profitable trader. I have my spot positions which I've held, but there's no skill in that. It's just believing it and thinking you're gonna have to claw my crypto out of my dead hands. Just holding no matter what through all news cycles, all crypto cycles. That's easy. Well, depending on your capacity for stress, but when it comes to trading, it was not a speciality of mine. Again, same problem. I was using my strategy of finding a key level, a divergence, and going long or short based on that. But my entries would be wrong, and I'd get stopped out. I'd go underwater too much, get scared, jump out the trade. And eventually it would go in the direction I thought it would, and it was very frustrating, but I didn't have the capacity or the resolve to, wait for it to play out. But with Stonksy, it's just the divergence happens, it's at that key level, and then I'll wait, and Stonksy will turn green or red, and I'll follow suit.
Okay, so Coffee, you see what it's doing? It's Treadle Wick from last night.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so let's check that on the 1 hour. Could we? Okay, so if it was really brutal, what it could do is, I'll use my paintbrush. It could come down to below this level. Say maybe test one of these key levels here that Stonksy's got, and one I've got there, which is 70, say 71.6 fib position, which is interesting. But yeah, it could do this. It could come down to here. Excuse this drawing, but it'd be then a lower low. And if momentum, this momentum wave comes here, we could have a nice bullish divergence on the hourly to catch a bit of a swing long there. I'd rather that not happen, because even though that could be a nice trade, I just don't want to deal with the stress because I have spot crypto. It's just unpleasant seeing your portfolio go back down here. But, zooming out again, not a bad thing. Like, a few months ago, if we said we're going to be at 95K in December, I'd have been extremely happy, and so would everyone here. So we always need to zoom out. It was like 2 months ago, 95K is amazing. 93k is, and today it's the end of the world. Everybody sell, crypto's over. So you do need to zoom out. But yeah, that could be, I know that drawing's terrible, apologies everyone, but that could be a little play form in there, like a bullish divergence in the hourly.
Copy that 15-minute rotation rejection yielded 3.41%.
Wow.
At 50x, that was 150%. I was going to put 2,000. So what's that? Yeah, $5,000 win at this stage.
Amazing. Yeah. And was there an indication from Stonksy to go in after that rotation had played out? Like, where on the chart will I find here's where you entered?
It's just been sitting red in 15 minutes.
So that would have been enough for you. So you wouldn't have looked at the lower time frames. You would have seen the rotation on the 15-minute, looked at it's holding red and gone in based on that, or would you have checked? Because 3 in the 1 minute as well.
Correct. Yeah, correct. 2 hours before New York Open, I just for New York Open.
Okay. Just going to check the chat quickly. So a couple of people have said, sound interested in a video on the quad rotation. Maybe let's try and do one this week. If we can find the time, we can just do a live quad rotation, combining that with Stonksy, just a a basic strategy video. I'll probably personally rewatch that several times because I do want to put this into my strategy. I think it's so important to give you framing of where the day is likely to go. So yeah, a few people sound like they like that. Yeah, so I mean, let's do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. The thing about the quad rotation, and a lot of upset with me, but the quad rotation on the weekly is taking Bitcoin. So I don't want to go there. That's what the rotation is saying.
Yeah, you said this a few times to me. The thought of it makes me sad. But yeah, if it's hopefully, I know you said also you hope it doesn't get there. I hope so as well. But yeah, I think it's more you just got to pay attention to these things. Like literally the day before yesterday, that night and that morning, you were saying to me, look, it's telling me it's going down. And we were like, oh, but it's a bull market, so let's not play shorts. Let's try and find longs by the dips. And it was a tough day trading, whereas you just take your emotions out of it, look at the indicators, get that direction. And when Stonksy goes short in a downward direction, take the short. Just again, this isn't financial advice. Just have to put that in there. Just looking at the chat again.
So basically right now so we've just reached, so we had the bounce, the week and the bounce, and then there was a second week down. We're
on what time frame?
And on every time frame, but I'm looking at the
15. Okay.
So we're double bottoming if we bounce off here, but it is to go right down to reach the wick from.
Just looking on the Binance chart now on the 15, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, and that's a level I've had drawn out for a long time. That big bold yellow one there, really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So this would indicate a potential push down 85k sometime in New York session on Friday.
Yeah. Bit of an M pattern there as well, isn't there? Maybe. Yeah.
Like the most thing about with this scenario as well is on the when the weekly 3-day and the daily rotation comes up. My goodness, we are going to bounce like.
Oh yeah.
Any loss right now are insignificant to the gains we're going to make when the rotation comes back up on long time.
Which it will. So I'm looking forward to that morning when we identify that it's there, and I'll just be waiting for those entries with Stonksy and going in quite heavy, to be honest.
Here we go. We're pushing down. We're pushing retest the next week.
Yeah. Look at the 15. Yeah, and look, Stonksy has that as a key level there. It's gonna. Yeah, there's not much in between here, is there, stopping us? check the chat
Yeah.
quickly. One sec.
I mean,
Can you look at Crypto Bash? Yep. Can you look at the oscillator in the Stonksy radio when you get 5, please? Yeah, I'll take a look, Crypto Bash, when I get a chance. No problem. Jason's asking who is the quad rotation expert. That would be Tip. I'm merely a student of quad rotation.
So the original quad rotation, I came across called John Carisco, who developed this. I had been using stochastic on multiple charts to do that system without knowing it existed. So I was just cruising through YouTube, and I just saw a thing flash up that said the quad rotation instinctive. It solidified my method. So instead of having 4 different charts, 4 different stochastics running, which I just never thought, it was like an epiphany. So I instantly applied that charts, and it means I could open to one, which is amazing. And since then, I've just been a devote system. Okay, we're coming into this is extraordinary. Yeah, this is acceleration now. 2 minutes, that 15 minute, that's accelerating candle.
15. Wow, yeah, that is. I mean, let me see, 1 minute. So on the 3 minute, we're forming a nice potential bullish divergence, so that could be a little bounce, but with that 15-minute candle, I'm not too confident in it.
Yeah.
Looking at the 1.
The only brief risk is that exchanges are heavily.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with as well. Maybe there could be a little bounce soon. I mean, none of these bullish divergences have confirmed on the lower time frames, but they're certainly starting to show. Yeah, that's a interesting one that could play out on the 3 minute. We're around a key level. Although Stonksy doesn't agree with me that that's a key level, I don't think. So maybe I'm wrong. But we're coming up to one.
My watch list is phenomenal. Everything is just getting rinsed except for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm trying to not look. I'm doing my best just not to look at my watch list. It's not fun.
Oh, and sorry, US dominance is on the fly as well. So to see flying. Oh, my trader got added. Look at where it is right now.
Wow. Yeah, it's well.
See, that was the rotation and Stonksy going red.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'd usually start scanning through the other alts as well, but I don't think it's going to give us much indication. It's kind of up to Bitcoin now when the market's like this, isn't it? It's not as if algo is going to bounce and direct the market. It's
yeah. So this is the kind of scenario my trade down shorting Bitcoin or scalping.
Yeah.
So I've got, what have I got open? I've got Virtual, XRP, Kaya, HBAR, and Pepe sitting open in front of me. So if any one of those looks like a scalp long, that's why I took the Pepe scalp long.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, the S&P is pushing down aggressively right now, and it's now down on the day, only slightly. and that's mirroring the push down on Bitcoin. So this is obviously Bitcoin's now an institutional toy. So a few years ago, everyone was one of these institutions into Bitcoin, and I knew I made a mistake.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Wall Street now.
Indeed. It's got to use things like quad rotation and Stonksy key levels to give us an insight into where they're going to move it.
Yeah, and I'd probably recommend to get Jason on as a guest, as has a systematic process around banking levels. So his system aims for order flow, liquidity block, where banking and where banks are selling, and that's his experience in foreign exchange.
I see. Yeah, that'll be amazing. I'll have a chat with him, see if he's up for it. We get the three of us on. That'll be really cool. Just a heads up, I've got about 5 more minutes before I need to bounce. Before we go, if anyone's got anything to say or any questions, please fire them in the chat. If you've not tried out Stonksy yet, we'd really recommend it. We've personally had really good success with it so far. It's been a machine for finding entries. Like today's been a perfect example. The shorts it's taken have generated monumental returns. So,
We need to go right now. Have a look at the bounce for Bitcoin.
Oh, I'll stay to look at the bounce of Bitcoin. Okay, so this is interesting. 3 minute. Look at this.
I just took a small long on.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Yeah, price really coming down, lower low. Bullish divergence on the momentum. Stonksy going green above this key level that I think is a key level, but Stonksy doesn't. So take of that what you will. Can't really be relied on. Stonksy's it's just flashed off green on the 3 minute. It's come back on. 1 minute's closed above the 20 MA and holding green. And on the 1 minute, it's just under that. It's fighting with this key level here. Oops, that Stonksy's drawn. So, what am I doing? Okay. There is. If you look at that 1 minute on Bitcoin, it's that key level that Stonksy's put on. We're holding green now, which is good.
Confluence, the DXY is cooling, Bitcoin dominance is cool, and total 3 is getting back into the box. That's not, that doesn't mean it's the bottom, but we're getting some relief.
Yeah, it's a good entry there on that minute candle close, I think. Yeah, maybe this is the God candle, and you've live just caught the God candle trade with Stonksy. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I just put a small little position in XRP.
Nice. Yeah, we're running on the Bitcoin on 1 minute. Holding, okay, 5 seconds for the 3 minute to close on Stonksy long, and it's just that it's closed above that 20 MA on the 3 minute. That's pretty strong.
Have a look at the 1 hour candle. 1 hour candle got eaten up.
I'm gonna move my.
So they didn't want to retest the week. Retest the week,
which is good. Looking good. 8 minutes left on that hourly candle as well. Wow, what an interesting times.
So I'm printing on that XRP trade now.
I bet. Let's look at XRP on the 1 minute quickly. Oh, you are. The power of Stonksy live right there. So 3% up pretty much on a spot trade, and I imagine you're in a
Yeah.
teensy bit of leverage, so you're probably sitting nicely there.
Yeah, it took about 12.5.
Nice. Bit of a. Is this a? Oh, look at this. A paintbrush. We got a W pattern here on XRP. Look. W reversal.
Yep. What time frame is that?
So the 1 minute. So, and also on the
Okay.
1 minute, look. Money flow curving upwards really nicely. Could cross into the positive. Everything was saying go long, so we had all that stuff I've gone on about in my other videos, like lower low, excuse the drawing, momentum coming up, so bullish divergence, Stonksy going green, money flow coming up, like literally everything. And look, let's look at last time money flow came upwards from a big period of red here.
Yeah. So we've got a
Nice
panel
move
on
up.
the 1 minute. And it's sending.
Yeah.
Come on, keep sending.
I think you're in a nice spot there with that. So I've learned something today. I don't think I can stream and trade. I need to. I don't know how TNG does it with these positions, but nice job getting in there.
So if I make enough money, I'll set you up a 5-screen system.
That'll be very nice of you. Thank you. I hope to be able to do that myself as well, but I'll happily take you up on it.
Not coming to England, it bloody rains every day, doesn't it?
Set me one up in your neck of the woods then. That'll be nice. I'll get some sun. Yeah, XRP on the 3 minute. Look at that. Basic Stonksy strategy. Bullish divergence. Close above the 20 MA. Holding long. And you're in a nice, really nice trade there. W formation again. Let's look at that target. Next target. Look at that target. It's pretty much at the 200 MA line now from this W. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I should tell you trade on this.
Let's see. So there's no bearish divergence on the 1 minute, which is promising. Money flow is still to come into the positive. I'll look at the last times money flow came into the positive. XRP, first one was here after a big period of red, and that got us up 2.5% on the 1 minute last time that happened. Look at the time before from a period like this. It came down after that one.
Okay, H bar sending. H bar sending aggressively.
Let's have a look. Okay, I have a hard stop in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, in 2 minutes.
You got a meeting?
Yeah. Some personal commitments. Yeah, H bar absolutely ripping. And again, look, Stonksy caught it.
I had a limit of looks like it triggered from a while
Nice.
back.
So now it's been a nice day. Some trades there.
Yeah, but that's the power of
Exactly.
patience. I was saying the whole time it's going to this direction.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the chat before I sign off. Panda Tofu, I just don't understand.
Just so for anyone tuning in, we'll go back into Stonksy Radio.
Yeah, Panda Tofu, maybe. Yeah, good. Okay, so maybe join the Discord, the Discord radio, and ask the questions there. We'll all happily chip in. Said you caught a long on Bitcoin. Hope it prints. Hope it does too. Okay, cool. Yeah. Any further questions from today? Just jump in Stonksy Radio. Tip will be there. I'll try and join in at some point, but we'll do this again sometime.
Bitcoin is going.
We'll finish the chart on Bitcoin.
Good note to leave
there
on.
you go. Yeah, good note. Let's get the 1 minute chart. There we go. Let's see more of this today.
Yeah,
That'll be
baby.
nice. All right, thank you so much for everyone. Really appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe, like the video, and if you haven't tried out Stonksy, check out the website. You can try it for a month and see if it's for you. That's all I did to start with, and I've never looked back. So thank you everyone for your time. We'll do this again very soon with Tip and maybe another member or two from the community as well. It'd be really cool. Yeah, thanks everyone. Nice to chat and do this with you, Tip. Take care.
See you, man.
Bye.